Jerusalem stood beneath the blazing sun like a jewel set upon the edge of eternity, stone walls breathed with whispered prayers and ancient hope. Within its gates thousands carried the weight of prophecy and fear, for rumors from the desert spoke of an army rising like a tide of iron and fire. From distant lands armored warriors marched under creaking banners. The Crusader host moved with the hunger of men who believed heaven watched their every step. Their armor flashed like cold stars, and their voices rose in chants that shook the hot, dry air. Behind them marched engines built to break any hope. Inside the city, fear whispered through every market and home. Mothers gathered water as if collecting moments of life. Fathers sharpened old blades and wrapped cloth around trembling hands. Yet in every heart burned a single fragile spark. This city was sacred and must not fall. The first stones flew through the sky like shadows cast by giants. Siege engines roared and the walls shook as dust fell like dry snow. Arrows cut through the air singing a song of death. The siege had begun with fury and the city of faith trembled. Night fell, but darkness brought no peace, only flames that licked the edges of rooftops. The sky glowed red as defenders fought to smother fire with bare hands. Children cried while warriors stood like pillars of exhausted courage. Hope was growing thin like parchment stretched under fire. At dawn, the great ram shattered a section of the wall with a roar that silenced prayer. Dust and stone erupted as crusaders surged forward with shields locked. The defenders fought with the strength of the last sunrise. Blood and dust mixed as fate tilted toward the invaders. Women clutched holy relics, whispering final pleas. Children hid in shadowed corners, praying for unseen angels. Every corner of the city echoed with heartbreak as hope unraveled. For the invaders swept through like a tide fueled by fire and belief. The final defenders stood upon the steps of the holy sanctuary, their arms shaking yet their spirits unbroken. But iron crushed flesh and fire swallowed stone. Jerusalem fell with a sound that seemed to tear a page from the book of time. Ash floated through ruined streets like grey snow. Cries faded into heavy silence as families searched for lost voices. The air smelled of smoke, blood, and shattered dreams. The world had changed, and faith now bore the scars of empire. Yet from the ruins rose something greater than victory or defeat. A memory carried across centuries that even in the darkest our faith becomes both shield and weapon. Jerusalem endured because its spirit burned brighter than any invading fire. And its echo still calls across time, reminding us that no empire, no army, no banner can silence the hope of a people.